strikes 12. It's prime time for Midnight Madness. It's quarter to 12. I just got a strange feeling. It's quarter to 12. I just got a strange feeling. Midnight Madness. Yeah. Got this midnight madness. Midnight madness. Midnight Caught in the middle of midnight madness. You got the midnight madness. You're gonna get it, the midnight madness. You're gonna get it, the midnight madness. You're gonna get it, the midnight madness. You're gonna get it.
And now the Midnight Madness Show, where it's always sunny and 82 degrees. Here's your host, the DJ Doctor.
Good morning. Sunny, 82 degrees, like the man with the big voice says. We are once again live. Another Midnight Madness Show at the top of the 13th floor of the Manchester Skyrise Plaza, which we were told we have lawyers on each side of us downstairs. That's, I think, they help with our security office down there. Security people, Jerry.
Oh, you ain't kidding, man. It feels good to have. But the only problem is one's a child support lawyer, and the other one's a divorce lawyer on the other side. We got a sprouting lawyer across the street.
Got a sprouting lawyer across the street. Well, we're glad to be on. I guess we got a
phone call already, I believe.
right off the bat. So, Jason, why don't you take the phone call?
Yeah.
Rose, are you there?
I am here. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
Well, we're currently in Kentucky making our way into Tennessee.
You're
That's
coming all the way from Canada, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. We've been on the road since about 9:30 a.m. this morning.
I noticed you said 9:30 A.
Hey?
M.
A.m. Yeah, there was an A in there, but don't rub it in.
Oh, man, they're coming down from Canada.
We are.
Now, whereabouts in Canada are you coming from?
We're from London, Ontario, so that's about 2 hours west of Toronto.
Awesome. And you're coming down to do a show in Nashville, that's correct?
We are. We're coming for Summer NAMM. We're the only Canadian act that's been invited to showcase, so we're super excited and very honored.
Well, that's great. Now, I understand that you're going back this weekend to play a show up there. Is that correct?
We are. So we're going to be in town basically from tonight until Saturday. And then Saturday we're driving home, and Sunday we're performing at a festival in a little city in Canada. So it's going to be a crazy week and weekend.
Sure sounds like it. Now,
Yeah, but that's rock and roll.
That's right. Now, where can people find your music? Do you have a website?
If they go to my official website, they can connect with me on social media through there. So it's just www.rose, like the flower, ROSE, CORA for Cora, my middle name, and then Perry, PERRY, like Joe Perry from Aerosmith.com.
By the way, this is awesome, Andy. You have a great name. That's my mother-in-law's name, Cora Perry. You know, you got a cool name there.
Brownie points with the DJ.
Hey, Rose, you didn't have any problem coming through customs, did you?
No, we didn't. The guy tried to grill me a bit, but luckily I used to work for the Musicians Union, so I knew exactly what paperwork we needed.
Well, before you leave, make sure I get your phone number. Last time I was up there, they had to give me a little hard time. So
I will school everybody who needs to know. No problem.
Well, Rose, we appreciate you calling in, and if anybody's in the area, now whereabouts you playing again in Nashville?
We are playing at the Nashville Music City Center this Friday, July 14th at 2 p.m. for Summer NAMM. and anybody can come. It's all ages. It's free to the public, so it'll be a rockin' good time, and we hope to see as many awesome Nashvillians out there as possible.
Rose,
that's
have
great.
you been at any of the NAMs, the one in Anaheim or right here in Nashville? Have you been to either one?
Have I been to Nashville before for NAM? No, this is our very first time. Very
All right.
excited.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's in a new location from where the last time I went to it. I haven't been able to get up there in the last couple of years, but it's great stuff. You're going to see a lot of cool. If you got time where you can actually peruse the other vendors out there, you get to see some really cool stuff, make real good contacts. If you're looking for sponsorships, always walk around and show them your artist tag and say, "I need a card," and they'll trust me. They'll throw their cards at you. So network there. It's a good chance to network.
Absolutely, and that's why, one of the main reasons that we're so excited to have been invited down, because it's a great opportunity to meet, obviously, people in the industry and in the American industry, and we all know that that's where the music biz is.
That's right. Well, Rose, thank you again for calling, and you and I will be in contact. We'll try to get you set up to be a guest here on our show and do an actual hour with us. And
Yeah, that'd be wonderful.
you have a great show Friday and a good show on Sunday, and safe travels back to Canada on your way back on Saturday.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I really, really appreciate it. It was a pleasure speaking with you both.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that's cool. Call her right off the bat.
Right.
I like that. So we didn't get through our formal introductions yet.
No, we haven't.
But everyone knows who you are. But we'll introduce you anyways. The one, the only. It says it on your hat,
Thank
Russell
God.
Barnett.
Yeah.
But I think you're actually the hillbilly heartthrob.
Yes.
At least that's what you call yourself.
All.
Now you're back here. You're back. You were gone. You're in Michigan. We got you back.
Yeah, I was gone for a week, and you didn't even miss me.
You're absolutely right. We ended up making contacts with Doug Supernall and had a good time on the 4th
Yeah,
of
yeah.
July.
Rub it in, rub it
Cody
in.
McCarver, Sammy Kershaw. Oh, they all said hi, by the way.
I bet they did.
To us. They didn't say it to you because you weren't there. They all said it to us. But matter of fact, they took us on Sammy Kershaw's bus. We went on the block, spent some gas. Said, wouldn't it have been fun if Jason was here? And we said, nah.
No. I got to see Dale Vaughn on his bus, but he says he can't afford to put gas in it.
Sitting still. Well, I have to say, the whole time I saw Sammy's bus, it was sitting still,
That's
too.
right.
But that's because he was
Come
parked
think of it,
today.
Sammy was sitting
I
still.
think Sammy was sitting still most of the day. Well, anyways, we're glad to be back. I hope you all had a happy 4th of July. It must have been a good one. I haven't heard of any famous actor or sports guy blowing off digits this year. Usually every year you got some famous football player blew off a hand or a finger. But pretty calm, so it must have went over well. I know we had a good time. Brian and Andy and Big Country and I were up in Dunlap. I want to say Dunlop. I always want to pronounce it
Dunlop.
wrong. Dunlop.
I did blow one finger off and got it sewed back on.
Yeah, thanks. You're number one, too. For all those you don't know, we don't have video. I was just ranked number one in Jason's heart. Thank you, Jason. Also, let's get off of Jason. Off to my left, we got Big Country. How you doing?
Hey, how's it going, Doctor?
Doing good, Jerry.
Boy, it's been hot today, has it not?
What's been the hottest days of the
Hell,
year?
I come into Manchester earlier this afternoon. I talked to you and let you
Yes,
know. And
yes.
I saw a damn fire hydrant chasing a dog down the street trying to get wet.
That's hot. Oh, we got awesome Andy. How you doing, Andy?
Excellent.
Don't say too
All right.
brother.
That's all
Hey,
I have
we're
to
on a
say.
time
you
frame
know.
here, Andy. Come on now.
Exactly.
And off mic, we got the one, the only Mr. James Bell hanging way back there. James is waved. There you are. And then we have the one and the only Rebecca Carroll.
Princess.
Or we used to call her Princess Diva.
Princess Diva. And the Lyric Man are in the house.
Yep, the Lyric Man's in the house. Princess Diva's in the house. We got a bunch of artists and guests with them tonight. So let's just jump right into our art. Oh, and David Graham's walking around
We
outside.
got Archie Bunker outside.
Knock it off, will ya? So he's out there giving us the ICU thing. I just want to say this. He's walking around the front of our building, and that's pretty tough to do when you're 13 stories up.
Hell, he's got stilts on, man.
Stilts. 13 story stilts. I didn't know they made him that big. I bet he's good for Ringling. All right, Jason, why don't you introduce our guests? Ringling, Barnum and Bailey Circus. Why don't you go ahead and introduce our artists before we get too off track here?
We need to. We have the lovely, talented Miss Erica Bryan.
Yeah.
How you doing, Erica? This time, Erica, we're going to let you announce who's with you this time.
Oh, I don't hear it.
Uh-oh. We got to get your mic on. He muted you or something.
She said she brought Andy's husband, Billy. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Does he do dishes pretty good, does he?
He's a Sprouts lawyer.
Oh, my. Oh, wow.
Wow, she caught on to that joke fast. All right. Erica,
Am I
there you
here?
go.
There
she
I am.
is.
We got her.
I brought my husband Billy, and I had to bring him because if I didn't bring him, he would have just called in anyway.
Yeah, poor Billy. The last time Erica showed up, she was at the Last Chance Saloon at one of her shows, and Billy was unable to make it, and we made him pay for that. We busted his chops, so now he's here to defend himself. So he's had a whole few months to get back at us.
Yeah, and then Erica busted my chops because she had to move all her own gear.
Oh.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
It was a bad day.
It's the couch for you, young man.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, we're glad that both of you are here. Why don't you go ahead and bust into a song real quick? Erica's playing the keyboard, and Billy brought his cajon with him. So,
You can't talk like that on the radio.
hey, it's a family show. I can say cajon. All righty.
All right, well, we're going to play a song called This Side of Me. And this song kind of lives in the tension between wanting to be good, but always feeling like you're going back into your old self and doing things that you don't want to be doing. So, this is This Side of Me. Can't believe I'm on your street again. It's just a game that I play, but I never win. Try to keep myself from walking in. Man, I can't believe I'm getting used to this. Light another cigarette just to add to my regret. I know, I know, I know. I can't keep coming back, loving in the shadows like you want me to. You take all that I have. I'm just a wreck trying to make it through. Wish I could leave, wish I could leave this side of me. You're what I crave, can't get away from it. What do I get? I forget, just need another fix. Open the door, you know I'm coming in. Man, I can't believe I'm getting used to this. Light another cigarette just to add to my regret. I know, I know, I know. I can't keep coming back, loving in the shadows like you want me to. You take all that I have. I'm just a wreck trying to make it through. Wish I could leave, wish I could leave this side of me. I tell myself it's the last time. I sell myself such a big lie. I can't keep coming back, loving in the shadows like you want me to. You take all that I have. I'm just a wreck trying to make it through. Wish I could leave, wish I could leave this side of me. This side of me. This side of me. Thank you, guys.
Very nice.
What a great way to start the show.
Well, we started the show with Rose.
That's right, we did.
Yeah. But then it was a great way to start it musically, too.
That's right.
It's a good job. We forgot to introduce Brian, the IT guru. If it wasn't for him, we'd be nothing.
I
Brian,
know. I
you doing
thought I
good
was
down
just
there?
chopped liver down here or something. Normally, each other time, y'all'd be like, Hey, welcome to the Midnight Madness Show. And how you doing, Brian? Oh, I'm just down here flipping a bunch of switches on. Thanks for, thanks.
At least he's flipping switches.
I said hey to you earlier, Brian, so I just wanted you to know
We
that.
must have struck a nerve with
I
Brian today.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
Brian, we're
after Saturday night when all of us hung out together, I said hello. I made sure of it.
Yeah, now Brian's been working extra hard. He's been doing a lot of stuff for us off air, so
Brian is the man.
you
Thanks,
have
Brian.
You have no idea,
Well, you're
Brian
welcome.
does a great job. So thank you, Brian, for all your hard work down there. We got a lot of good stuff coming up, and Brian has been really working hard at a lot of great stuff. Again, it's one of those teasers. We can tell you that we got some stuff coming up, but we can't quite tell you yet until it's confirmed.
Well, there is one thing we can talk about.
Well, I'd rather not, but let's talk about something else other than you.
Oh, I'm thinking about the 23rd.
Let's talk about the 23rd.
Yes, the 23rd.
Put that microphone on you so you can talk.
Yes, the 23rd. Talk about it.
Well, the 23rd is our vinyl show.
Yes, it is.
And
This month is going to be really fun, I think.
this one's getting a lot of bang for the buck. We've talked about it. We've shared it. For those of you that don't know, we do once a month. We do a vinyl show where we actually spin albums right here from the Family Music Center down Manchester, and we normally do a theme.
Yes.
Last time was covers, answers, and parodies. This time it's all going to be Southern rock, nothing but Southern rock.
And tripod piggies.
And tripod dogs for this one, tripod dog.
Oh, dog.
But,
Okay.
yeah, this one we're going to do nothing but Southern rock and classic, great band stuff. If you really like just down to dirty, just good rock music, good Southern rock music.
Can you give them a little bit of a teaser of some of the stuff that's
And
going to be?
we got our own Jerry J. Thomas Big Country is going to be here hosting some of that.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have little tidbits of useless information, but, a lot of people, we're not going to talk about all the fights and all the arguments and anything like that. That's been run over a million times in magazines and everything else.
yeah.
We're going to give them little bits of tidbits, and we're even going to maybe have some family of some of the members maybe call in and
Yes.
talk to us.
For those of you that don't know, and again, I brag on Jerry a lot. Jerry was a childhood friend of a lot of the Van Zant family, and hung out with all the boys from 38 Special and Atlanta Rhythm Sections. Jerry was their equipment manager / bus driver / high school buddy.
Actually, equipment driver, truck driver, bus
Equipment
driver,
driver.
gopher,
Yeah.
security.
Practical Joker. He's
Yeah,
got stories
that
about
exact-
all them and hanging with Ronnie Van Zant.
We
Dave Lubeck from Molly Hatchet and all
we
that.
grew up down there in Shannontown, west side of Jacksonville, Florida.
And he has gone out of his way, and he has contacted some of the family members of Atlanta Rhythm Section.
Oh yeah, awesome band, Atlanta Rhythm Section. We're going to have. I know we're going to have Robert Nix. I believe Faye, his sister, will be calling in and talking to us and giving us a little bit from the personal side of everything.
And we've got a couple others that may call in, some of Ronnie's close friends. And
I'm hoping they will. We put out a lot of invitations there, and we're hoping we will, but we're also going to give them tidbits of information that a lot of people don't know, and actually it's going to be to honor all them guys.
Yes.
To honor every one of them legends and ladies, because there is some ladies like the Honkettes in the Southern Rock.
Hawkins, Dale Krantz. Yeah, there's a lot of good music that day. So if you're really into Southern rock, check it out. You're going to hear great music. Not all the big hits. Sometimes just the album cuts that go deep.
Oh
like our
yeah,
personal favorites.
we're going to go deep in the vault.
Yeah, we're going to play, and you got some top secret stuff coming.
Oh,
that you're
I'm
gonna play.
I'm gonna bring some stuff in that we had. It goes as far back as Michelle, I believe Michelle, stuff like that. Original things that Skinner may have recorded, and Rosin and Collins, one of the most underappreciated bands, I believe, as far as musicianship ever. And we're going to go back into the vault, so to speak.
Yeah. So if you're anywhere near Manchester, come down and check us out. And if you're not, make sure you get on the laptop. It's an 8-hour show. It goes from 11 o'clock till 7 o'clock Nashville time.
Yeah, going to have all day doing it.
Yeah.
And if you really like it, we want to hear everybody tell all their friends and tune in all the time. If you don't like it, make sure you get a hold of Hillbilly Heartthrob over there, because he's the complaint department.
I'm used to that.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and throw the number out real quick just in case anybody wants to call and complain. Or
All right, go ahead.
845-584-1067.
One more time.
845-584-1067.
One more time.
845-584-1067.
We got you.
Operators are standing.
Bye.
All right. So let's get back to the music here. Why don't you play one more song and let's get to know you a little bit again.
Okay. I'm going to play the first single I released, which is called This House is Haunted. And at first I wrote this song about a breakup, but then I was on a radio interview one time, and the lady said she had just lost her boyfriend. He had just passed away. And so this song was really meaningful to her as she was walking around her house and just kind of seeing all the memories. And it really kind of opened a new light into my own song that I wrote. And I was like, wow, that's really powerful. So hopefully it'll mean something to someone listening as well. I see your shadow painted on the wall. I hear your echo down the hall. Our pictures whisper, I hear them calling me, crying out for the ghost of what we used to be. This house is haunted. I can feel you all around. You're all I wanted, and now I can't get you out. You keep showing up. Everything that I touch has your memory on it. Ooh, this house is haunted. I go to bed, sleeping in your shirt again. I feel you wrapped around my skin. The sweetest kisses, they find me in my sleep. I wake up and I swear I feel you next to me. This house is haunted. I can feel you all around. You're all I wanted, and now I can't get you out. You keep showing up. Everything I touch has your memory on it. Ooh, this house is haunted. Baby, don't you know when you go, you never really go. We all leave little pieces of our soul. I bet you know this house is haunted. This house is haunted, and now I can't get you out. You keep showing up. Everything that I touch has your memory on it. Ooh, this house is haunted.
Miss Erica Bryan.
Another great song.
Outstanding. All right, again, let's get down to get to know Erica and husband Billy a little better. Last time he wasn't here. We had to bust his chops. So now he's here to defend himself. So let's get to talk to him. We should make sure we thank our affiliate out there in New York. We want to thank Chris and HeatFMRadio.com for syndicating us and putting us out all over the world. So We got a lot of listeners on his side, a lot of listeners on our side, and our side keeps growing leaps and bounds. Brian has been doing a lot of work on that, and man, our shots are. We got a lot of listeners. So if you heard the phone number earlier and you'd like to call in and talk to Erica or Billy or any one of us, feel free to do so. We'd love to have you on. Be patient while the phone is going through because it takes a couple of beeps and clicks, and then we finally will answer it. But Erica, let's get to find out about you again. We got new listeners out there, so this is your third time to the show, but we're going to treat it sometimes like the first time. Where are you from originally?
Well, where I'm from, as I feel like I always say, is such a hard thing because my family moved about 9 times by the time I was 12. So we settled in Georgia, a suburb outside of Atlanta. So that's where I claim I grew up, although now I think I've lived in Nashville just as long. But the South, I would say, is definitely more home than anywhere else, for sure.
Okay. So did you go from the Georgia area to Nashville music related or something else bring you up here?
So I went to college in Birmingham, Alabama, which is where I met my husband, Billy. We were both music majors there. And then I moved to New York City to do musical theater. And then while I was doing a show, so I would audition in New York, but then my shows would be all over the country. So one time I was doing a show in Indiana, and the producers and writers of the show were actually from Nashville. And I didn't really want to go back to New York because it was just not my cup of tea. I thought I was a city girl, but then living in New York made me just want to see trees.
Right.
So
that's a big city. Yeah, to be a city girl, that's a big
She
city.
used to joke about the great indoors.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And now I'm like an outdoors girl. I don't know what happened. New York ruined me.
Well, if you like concrete and crowds, it's New York's your town. You know, it's nightlife all night, but it's just miles and miles and miles of just congestion and people. And Nashville's a little more. I mean, it's big. It's not near as big as say New York City, of course, but there's something a little more homey about it, a little more cozy.
Definitely.
So, you know, we're glad you're back, and it's not as cold here as it is in New York.
Yes, that's very true. And honestly, while I was in New York, I listened to country when I was younger, but through college, I listened to rap music. So it wasn't like I was in with the country music then.
Right.
But for some reason, I kept listening to Zac Brown while I was in New York City, and I felt like it was like a call back to the South. And I was
You
like,
were
I need to get
listening to
down there.
rap?
Yeah.
Was like 50 Cent and all them? Was that your
Yep, we listened to T.I.
Kanye?
Yep.
Yeah, was her thing.
T.I.?
Me and Billy bonded over T.I. songs in college.
What?
Oh,
Billy's
yeah.
the real rapper of the family.
You're the rapper of the family? Bill, I used to like you. Now I'm really going to bust your chops. Oh, wow. He's a drummer, so I bonded with him real quick, and now all of a sudden he's a rapper. So I'm like going, wow. But, no, I like hearing the stories, how things come apart and come together.
Well, rap, they all came apart.
Well, but I'm just saying, where you think you're going on one mission, you're going to New York City, and you're going to do this, and then next thing you know, you're back in Nashville liking trees and country music.
And it's all Zac Brown's fault.
It's all Zac Brown.
Thank you, Zach.
But that's good. So that was your calling back to, let's get back to music without a beatbox kind of a thing going, and kind of play your instruments. And Zac Brown's very talented. That's a great band.
Now, does that mean you're going to rap for us now?
No, it does not.
Yo, check it bleed, check it bleed.
Go get the
Aw.
And speaking of rap music, and don't judge me by this, but I was watching Ellen DeGeneres earlier today, and on her show, her special guest was Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg cooking.
What a duo.
Yes. Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg cooking. Of course, everything Snoop Dogg did, he had to do a little jig and a little dance to it, but Martha Stewart had the line of the day where she was dropping stuff into boiling hot water. She could drop it like it's hot.
All I can say, Doctor, is it must have been a very boring day for TV today for you.
I'm in and out of physical therapy.
Anybody,
with my
I
dad,
wouldn't
so.
have. I don't think I'd have admitted that. Would you?
Yeah.
I watched Ellen
it was
DeGeneres.
double physical therapy kind of day today, so I was kind of trapped at
I
home.
mean, don't they have reruns of Andy Griffith on? That's
we
better than
normally
Ellen.
watch that, but Dad turned it on to something else, and then Ellen came on right after that, and he was in physical therapy, and I wasn't able to get to the remote in time. But I had Snoop Dogg on, so I
That's
had
his
to watch
excuse.
it.
That's his excuse. He's actually spending every day watching the show.
But I do
the
like
truth
Snoop
comes
Dogg.
out.
Snoop Dogg was on. I had to watch it. And then he was paired up with Martha Stewart. You know, that's like Betty White and Kanye West being together. You know, come on now.
He was teaching Martha how to roll some other things besides biscuits.
Wait a minute, Brian. What was that?
Sounded like a good combination.
Yeah, they got a new album coming out. So. Well, that's good. So that's
Hey,
kind of cool how you
y'all
guys.
can't have Betty White. She's mine.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. There's so many jokes that could go with that.
I know.
I remember we're on a family show, so I'm trying to be good. But so got you back. Yeah, got you back to Nashville. See, the second artist here, he's packing his stuff. He's getting ready to leave.
He's ready to leave right now.
He's going, is that what they do at this show? Yeah, we're not your normal show.
Well, yep, David Graham done left.
Yeah, Dave said. Well, he was walking to. I think he fell. He was on the 13th, stilts there.
Was that stilts? It may have been one of them great big wheeled bicycles from the old days.
I don't know. As long as he wasn't juggling at the time, he was one
Hell,
of the
no.
great Wallin does.
Have you ever noticed if we really put on a different style, like a fedora, he would look a lot like Archie Bunker, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would have.
He would. I tell you what, with David, he may have been floating around a little balloon. Who we know?
He could have been. You never know.
Well,
So-
let's get back to the real talent of the show.
Yeah.
Erica, now are you staying pretty busy? Are you playing out quite a bit?
Well, I am in grad school right now.
You're in grad school.
So I am on a playing hiatus just for a couple months until my semester's done, and then we'll get back in the game. But yeah, I've
what are
been
you
pretty
studying?
busy.
What are you studying?
I'm studying theology, and I was actually reading a Bible commentary as I drove here today. As
Wow.
Billy drove me today.
Yeah.
That sounds better.
My chauffeur.
Don't read and drive.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, good. So now, Billy, what have you been up to since we didn't see you last time?
Lots of dishes at home.
Lots
you know.
of dishes. I bet your house is immaculate now. Isn't
That's
it?
right. Just working and I had some shoulder surgery back in February, so
Ooh.
I've been doing a lot of physical therapy and trying to get back into the game of being able to play drums fully again. 'Cause-
Are you playing a full kit now?
Yeah, getting back into it.
Are you?
Don't tell my physical therapist, but yeah, I'm doing it more and more.
Well, you got to do that. I mean, it's in your blood when they say,
For
no,
sure.
you can't use that arm for 6 weeks. Oh, you're using it.
Watch me.
Yeah.
Billy was a champ. Like, we played shows where Billy played a full kit with one arm.
Yeah, we did some shows
Like,
where I
it
was
was
in a
awesome.
So
sling.
you're like Def Leppard.
I was Def Leppard.
Without the electronics, that's even
Right.
harder.
Yeah, so we did a couple shows where I had the kit and I had my right arm, my dominant arm in a sling. So spent a lot of time it was actually great having the surgery because it forced me to focus on like my less dominant arm and my feet and all, and got a whole different side of practicing and played a couple shows just one-handed.
Yeah.
Pretty simple, but it was fun.
I felt like we were so rock and roll then with your one arm. If only I had one arm.
That doesn't work well for guitar.
So now, Eric, I guess you're really happy that Billy's back banging on his cojones. Yeah.
Somehow I knew we'd get there sooner or later.
Yes, Billy is playing the cajon.
Well, I don't know, Billy, but I do know I've heard you run things around the house like the vacuum cleaner, washer, and dryer.
Definitely.
Billy's actually a good drummer. I'd like to get a chance to go see him live play. Are you playing live anywhere soon?
He's
No.
been doing the church gigs.
Yeah, done some church gigs
Okay.
here and there, but I don't have anything else on the books right now
Okay.
until Erica puts something on the books.
All right, we got to get her out of grad school first, though, right?
That's right.
That's
You
right.
say a couple of months?
Well, for my semester to be over, but it'll last for 2 years. But it's not like every night and day for
Okay.
2 years.
Where are you attending college at?
I'm going to Duke
Oh,
Divinity
awesome.
School. Yep. I might have some Duke listeners right now, so
Good.
hi, Duke listeners.
If there's any Duke listeners, they can call in and say hey to you.
Hey, Cody Robinson up there, one of your fellow students is down here.
Oh,
You
is he?
Yeah, he's on Coach Cutcliffe's staff up there.
Oh,
And
awesome.
actually, he went through theology school as well.
Oh, nice. That's
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Yep, go Blue Devils.
Go Blue Devils. All right.
Anyway, if you're a one-armed drummer, come to Shelbyville Saturday night. There's a group out there. They're going to be called Down South Jukin', and they may be looking for a drummer. I don't know. If you
Might.
play drums real good with one arm,
They just might. Does that mean if he plays with one arm, he gets half pay?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Or three-quarter pay, three-quarter pay.
Three-quarter. I like that better.
Three-quarter pay, yeah.
If you get bored, we're playing in Shelbyville. So.
Yeah, the band down south juking. We got say it out there. We got Jason Adams. We got Jerry J. Thomas, Big Country, Hillbilly Heartthrob. We got on guitar, formerly from Moxon Creek. We got Ronnie Davis, great guitar player and singer. On bass from the Sound Dogs. We got Richard Brown, outstanding bass player and singer. And then got a two-handed drummer. Apparently ain't as good as a one-handed drummer, but I got a two-handed drummer. But I make more money because I got all my body parts.
Well, if you think so.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, Erica, won't you play us another song, please?
Yep.
Please.
All right, so this song, usually I like to try to say something in a way that no one's ever said before. But sometimes I just think you need to say exactly what you want to say. And that's what this song is doing. And this is actually kind of back to the New York days that I kind of got this inspiration. It was where, in New York, when it rains, it's literally the worst because the tunnels between the buildings are like a full wind tunnel. So you can't hold an umbrella because you're just going to blow away. Mm-hmm. And you get soaking wet, and it's just terrible. So sometimes you just feel miserable. But when I started dating Billy and we were long distance, it was like I could be soaking head to toe, but I just felt like every day was the best. And so that's what this song is about.
That's sweet.
Oh, sweet.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Midnight, you got me staying up all night long, and now I'm watching the sunrise, still writing you a love song. They say that love can be so blind, but it's pretty clear you're why the sun shines. Baby, it's you, you got me wired. Now I'm addicted, can't live without your kisses. You got me buzzing while sober, I don't want this high to be over. Baby, it's you, you got me wired. Baby, it's you, I can't get tired. When I'm hanging on to every word you say,
My goodness. Hey, somebody go on a coffee run. I'm desiring some Folgers.
I like the little Folgers intro there. That's pretty good.
I had no idea that I did that until I was preparing for the show, and I was trying to pull out some old ones that I hadn't played in a while, and I listened to a voice memo, and I sang the Folgers song, and I was like, I'm totally doing that.
Yeah. That's a good little song. I like the way you did that. It's kind of like that Barry Manilow odd medley he does.
I think there's somebody on the phone.
Somebody's talking back there.
Brian,
do we have a demon on the phone there?
No idea.
Hello?
A little Japanese.
Oh, we have a caller. Well, sorry, caller. We didn't know you were on the line. We heard a bunch of little noises. So, how are you?
Sorry, I was trying to coordinate listening to Erica on my phone with what I'm listening to here, but I am one of Erica's Duke friends.
Hey, Kathy.
Hello! How did you know it was me?
How are you?
All I have to say is this woman is just as beautiful on the inside as she is on the outside.
Oh,
She is
thank
a
you.
wonderful human being. She's a beautiful spirit and a beautiful voice.
Yes, she
Thank
does.
you, Kathy, so
no
much.
doubt, no doubt.
Yes, we're glad that she's with us and a part of us. Kathy, where are you from? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Wow, that's pretty
Wow.
cool.
Over there by the
And I would
military
say that
bases.
I know we are very close to a military base, and my husband said, "Tell them we're home of the Tar Heels," but we're also there's a little dark blue in our family now too.
I see. I see.
Well, you all from Jacksonville, North Carolina. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida.
Well, how about that?
Ain't
I know
that-
anytime
ain't that-
I say Jacksonville, everybody
now-
thinks it's Florida.
Yeah, now all we need to get is a couple more callers, one from Jacksonville, Texas, and one from Jacksonville, Illinois, and I think we'll have Jacksonville covered.
I hear you. Well, good. Are you listening to us on the Facebook page or on the website?
I was actually listening to you guys on my other phone through TuneIn, an app.
On the TuneIn, okay.
Awesome.
That's good. Yeah, it's good. So it shows that all the media is working out there, and we like that. Well, we're so glad that you called in, Kathy.
Great to hear from you, Kathy.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys need to let that woman do some more singing.
We are. We're
We
going
are
to do a
right
song soon.
now.
We get back to her right
That's
here.
right.
Well, Kathy, thank you so much for calling in.
All right, Erica, we love you.
Love you too. Thank you for calling.
Oh, it was my pleasure. We're listening to you and enjoying it, and we hope you are enjoying it. I know this woman has been under a pile of books and papers lately.
Yes, she has. She's been talking about that. So we got to keep her going on her grad, but we want to make sure she keeps the music flowing too. So
That's right.
it's obviously a big part of her
She's got the
life.
Spirit of God in her, so
Yes, there you
she's gonna
go.
be
Thank you.
singing for a long time to come. She does make a joyful noise.
Well, she's also one of our artists that's been on the top 64. Actually, has been picked. She's one of the artists being chosen for the running for the competition for Artist of the Year for 2017. So, if you like Erica Bryan, you like her stuff, go on our Facebook page and find the link to it and
Vote,
share.
vote.
Vote. One name per comment bar, and just keep hitting the comment bar. It don't matter. Just vote. Get all your friends and her friends to get on there and share. The more people that find out about Erica Bryan, the better.
That's Billy's new part-time
I will
job.
do that. Now, is somebody going to tell us how we can buy some CDs or what?
Oh, yes. You can go get my music wherever music can be purchased on the internet at Amazon, Google Play, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. So go check it out. And if you need a hub for everything Erica Bryan, you can go to ericabryan.com, and it will lead you to the abyss of
There you
Erica.
go.
I just pulled your website up, Erica.
Awesome. Yes.
Well, thank you for being on the show, and we are enjoying listening to you.
Thank you, Kathy.
All right. Have a good night, y'all.
Thanks,
Bye.
Kathy. Bye-bye. All right, Erica.
Bye.
Why don't we go ahead, Erica, and get you hopping on another song real quick. Her and Billy's talking this one over. They're doing the audible real quick.
That's
An
right.
audible.
Billy likes to know what we're getting into before I just go for it. Sometimes. Oh. I had just unplugged my pedal for the happy song, but we're sad now, so the pedal comes back. Oh, yeah, that's a sting.
Oh, yeah.
Birds are singing in minor keys. The world feels heavy, weighing down on me. There's no point in pulling the shades back. The sky only cries in shades of black. Every day is a sad, sad song. the sorrow deep and the hurt is long. I'm just living a sad, sad song since the day that you've been gone. I pull the sheets over my head. I think I'll sleep until I'm dead. There's no point in the world outside. I'm just reminded that you're doing fine. Every day is a sad, sad song. The sorrow deep and the hurt is long. I'm just living a sad, sad song since the day that you've been gone. They say that time heals all wounds. But what if time never moves? Every day is a sad, sad song. The sorrow deep and the hurt is long. I'm just living a sad, sad song since the day that you've been gone.
Very nice.
Beautiful song.
Now, Erica, do you do all your writing yourself, or does Billy help you co-write any of this, or does Billy write some of this?
Billy gives me some ideas, and also he helps a lot with the meter of the song. So a lot of times, like if I just write in 4/4, he'll say, "Hey, this would be awesome in 6/8." And actually, I think this song is an example
Yeah.
of that. Yeah. So
That's because
he
of his
helps.
rap background training. That's why.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. Well, good. Now, how often do you find yourself a week? Do you still write? I know you're buried up in school books and stuff, but do you write each week?
Yes, I get a lot of ideas, and so a lot of times if I don't have time to sit down and write the whole song, I'll at least write like the verse and chorus that I kind of came to me, and I'm like, okay, I'll go back to that. So the writing process is always still happening, and I never want to forget anything that comes to me, because who knows, might be good.
Also, one of her classes has her doing a lot of journaling, and they're pretty open with what type of journaling she can do. So musical journaling counts. So like writing a song or a verse and a chorus counts as that journaling. So it's really cool
nice.
that I have the feeling that grad school is going to create a lot of great songs just through the repetition of doing musical journaling.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, they'll all be about the curses of the Old Testament.
Well,
You behave over there, will you?
I'm trying. I'm trying.
You will be smithed.
Yea, though it's the land of the Canaanites. Anyways, let's change that subject real quick. But yes. Well, we all just went into like Bible verse, and we all started speaking in tongues. We're in trouble. Yeah. So, and Brian down there, he's got us muted by now.
Yo.
Brian, are we still on the air, or you cut us off?
No, I cut y'all.
We got time for a couple of more songs, and then we got our next artist that's coming up here, and I'm being beeped, or I've got tingling going to my legs. I'm having a heart attack or something. But
We couldn't get that lucky.
let's weren't far away too long ago. So let's have Erica do another song real quick, and then we'll talk to her a little bit more and have her do one more to close the show. Then we'll get our next. We're going to have her do one more song. One more song. So make it your best one.
And if Awesome Andy will slide over a little bit, I know the lightning bolt may come at any minute. So.
So I feel like I have to preface this one because it's about a one-night stand. That's not very religious.
That sounds like a Jason Adams song.
Here we go.
That's right. This is a country song right here. And a lot of times, I don't want to sound like holy or anything, but I write from a place where I can imagine what it would be like. And so that's kind of where this song
So
came
you're saying you've never
from.
been in that position?
I have not been in this position. But I did co-write it, so who knows? That other guy could have been like, oh, yeah, this is exactly what happened. It's 6 a.m. and we're too awake to sleep. Can't believe you're lying next to me. Clothes are scattered, still thrown across the floor. Can't remember, did we stop to lock the door? If only the sun would go back to bed, so we could make last night happen again. 'Cause we were giddy on whiskey, tipsy on lust, hanging on kisses, high on us, drunk and dancing to the beat of the band. Felt like forever, whenever. There was no stardust, no magic wand, but the heat of the night kept burning us on. So thank you, Jack Daniels, and all of your friends, for taking us places we've never been. Nobody bothered to fire a warning. We lit up the night straight through till morning. We were giddy on whiskey, tipsy on lust, hanging on kisses, high on us, drunk and dancing to the beat of the band. Felt like forever, whenever. We were giddy on whiskey, tipsy on lust, hanging on kisses, high on us, drunk and dancing to the beat of the band. Felt like forever, whenever, never.
Very nice.
Thank you all.
Well, it's always wonderful to have you two on the show. So, Billy, you can't be absent again next time we have you on the show. So, but it's nice. When you're on the show by yourself, it's very entertaining, and it's a great show. But it seems like there's a little something more when you have Billy there. You seem like you're a little more, you're smiling more, you're upbeat more. So you need to take Billy with you. Get him out of the kitchen, get him out of mopping them floors. Get him on that drum set or the cajon.
And make him carry that stuff in for you and set it up right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's the setup
That's what
that stresses
that's
me
what
out.
makes you good, though, right? That's what puts you in a great mood when
Exactly.
he sets.
When it's all set up for me.
You know that life. You did it for years. Equipment managing.
Equipment manager. Exactly. So we do appreciate you coming back and putting up with us. We wish you the best. Good luck in grad school.
Thank you.
Hopefully you'll get through that and keep using your music abilities to its finest. Anyone listening, make sure you jump on her website, find out where you buy her music at. Purchase her music. It's great stuff. So
Yes, I haven't heard a bad song yet.
Yes. Yeah, she's very talented. She's very fun to have on the show because she's
She
lively
puts
and
up with
upbeat.
us very well.
She's got thick skin, obviously. So
Exactly.
We're going to want to thank Chris out there for heatfmradio.com for putting this on. I want to thank you. If his listeners are listening to Erica, make sure you like the page. You make the comment. Let us know that you heard her and what you thought of her. And buy her CDs. Jason, what do you got?
Brian, are we going to run the commercial at the top of the hour or no?
I was contemplating that.
That would give us time to get her off and get David on.
Yeah.
Yeah?
He doesn't
That'll
seem
just be
convinced.
dead air on the stream, I guess.
Don't
Well,
sound.
we don't want dead air.
Don't sound so enthusiastic
we'll
over
just
there,
talk while
Brian.
we're switching over.
Well, you could talk about the... Well, that was good.
There goes Billy.
There goes.
Well, it'll be a solo act from Erica from here
You
on
could
out.
talk about the contest and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, since Billy just fell out the 13th story
Hey,
window.
Erica, Billy, thank you both for being on with us tonight.
Thank you very much. So, in the meantime, we're switching artists there real quick. Time to, we're going to bring up a couple of things. We got the vinyl show coming up July the 23rd. Make sure you tune in for that from 11 o'clock till 7 o'clock Central Time. The New York people out there, of course, noon to 6 is what we're going to out there, I believe. So Chris is showing that, playing that for us, which is nice. Thank you, Chris. It's going to be a great show, all Southern rock. We're going to have some of the family members, it looks like, calling in. That's some of the family members from Atlanta Rhythm Section and Skinnerd fans. Well, now Erica just jumped out the window. She's gone. So, yeah. Well, it was nice having them while they're here, but they're both gone. It's that first step is a doozy coming off the balcony here. But we're getting our next artist up there ready to go. Jason's going to knock the microphone stand down. Have you ever seen the Three Stooges here? This is about what it's looking like.
I thought of that
bet you
earlier.
can't guess which one he is. Jason is.
We've got Mo, Curly, Larry, and Shimp.
Yeah.
And even cousin Shimp's here too.
Yeah,
You know?
I hear you. So, but I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're going to tell everybody we do have an artist contest that's on our page right now. It's purely a share contest. Get on there, like the artist, and make sure you put their name down in the comment section. One name per comment. But get all your family and friends and fans of the artist out there, and get on there and share it. It's the rest of the month of July, and then we'll see who gets the most votes in each bracket, and they'll move on to the contest in August. The final will be in December. So it's a fun show. It's a fun thing. All right, we got a special guest in the house. I'm throwing the microphone her way, and she's saying, no. Miss, this is the one, the only. Princess Diva is back.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic.
It's so nice to see you back again.
I know, it's been a while.
Been
I
a
fell
long
off the
while.
ledge and had to recover.
Yeah,
It took a
she
while.
was in therapy. She was in traction. So we got she came back into the house here real quick. So we're going to get a quick sound check on the guitar. Wherever Jason went, there he is. We're going to check the guitar real quick. Guitar is on. How about vocal?
Yeah, I think we got you, man.
I think we're good to go. Except for Jason. He's going up still out the 13th floor. Boy, we hired some morons here.
You need a sign on that door.
Yep. But we had a good 4th of July show. We hung out with Doug Supernaw, Cody McCarver. Sammy Kershaw performed that night. It was a good show. We got an interview coming up with Doug Supernaw as soon as Brian gets the video done. A lot of work goes in that kind of stuff, so that'll be posted on the Facebook page. We had just an outstanding time. My Facebook phone is lighting up. We got a lot of people jumping on and listening to us. So it's been never stronger. We've been pounding, and Brian's got us working. We got a lot of good stuff coming up down the road. I say that as a teaser, but I want you to stay on board and listen because we do have some great stuff. The Bonnaroo show started the good summer off with us being in the media area with the Bonnaroo. That's got some more events coming up down the road for us. So we're excited. We're bringing it all live to you. We just worked out a program. Brian and I was at the Palace on Saturday, and we got ourselves all wired, set to go. So Should be a weekly show coming to you from the Palace, from Crossville. Great shows up there, and so you're going to hear a bunch of great artists, great bands coming up. And if it conflicts with schedule, we're going to tape it and then play it later. But so we're getting the blow up. We're going to have a lot of live shows every night, just about. So the format will be the same, 24/7, 7 days a week. But you might get an hour and a half show, 2-hour show each and every night if it works out that way. So a lot of stuff is coming down. But start looking for our Crossville Palace Theater announcements. So I liked it better when she was sitting next to me.
You know, speaking of live shows, I believe the band has a live show this coming weekend at Papa Top in Shelbyville. So, you know,
Yes.
any listeners in the area, come by and see the band. I guess you guys will be playing from 9 to 1 down there.
Yep.
You know, and
We are airing that, correct?
and
Yes,
this
we are
is sort of
airing
going to
that.
be a little historic thing because this will be the first time that you and Jerry and Richard and Ronnie and Jason and just everyone as a whole has actually played together.
Yeah, it'll be the
So-
first time for this band as Down South Jukin will be performing, and we'll be doing everything from Southern rock, obviously with Jason and Jerry performing, to classic country and originals. We'll be doing original stuff too. So
I'm going to brag a little bit, and I'm not being biased about this, but I will say though that the mixture of talent that is there within your band itself and the years of experience, you're not going to find a band in this area with just a number of years.
yeah,
there
we figured
combined,
that
you know,
one day we had over
was it-
160 years of experience between the band members.
Yes,
Something like that.
160.
About 160 years, and you were the baby of the group.
Yeah.
You know, you were the baby of the group. So, and you've had how many years with you?
It's still 30.
Yeah, and you're the baby. So you know, Jerry, you know, has got near 50. You know, I'm at playing. I mean, I'd be at 40, 41, 42 years. So, and then Ronnie's the same way with me, and Richard's almost the same. So, a lot of years of experience playing in that band. Like we said, we figured over 160 years. So, come on down, have fun with us. Women, I believe, is no cover charge. You get there before 9 o'clock. So, get there before 9 o'clock. Women get in free. After that, I think it's a $5 cover charge. So, I believe we're all set with our artists. We thank
I believe
you
so.
for paying time with us and hanging with us while we change this over. So, Jason, why don't you introduce who we got next?
We got a great artist. This gentleman's name is David Mindenberg. I said that correctly, right?
Mindenberg.
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 He has a
Mindenberg.
problem with the last name.
Thank goodness.
I do.
McElhaney, Mindenberg.
That's right. I remember thinking about changing it to, just use my middle name and then a couple people were like, no, that's unique. You got to keep it. And I'm like, okay. Nobody can spell it, but they remember it.
That sounds good. It sounds good. Well, why don't you go ahead and play us a song real quick? I'm going to check out and see what's going on with the DJs.
All right, I think I'm going to start this song here. Actually, I'm going to do it for Jason because, and my buddy that's here,
They left you.
he's mentioned it in the song. He's coming right back. But when I noticed Jason had a Ford Galaxy, I got kind of excited. I had an old Ford Galaxy, and it's got a little double entendre in this song, and it was a convertible. And this is about a trip we took to the Keys. I co-wrote this one with Mark Allen Barnett, and I appreciate his help. He's been a tremendous, tremendous resource for me. So if Mark Allen's out there, thank you very much. Johnny and Steve and Gary and me fought fools in Miami in our own galaxy. Yeah, someone's mouth told our brains to hit Key West town. By the time we hit Mongo 109, there was some chicken in the house, there was no changing our mind, because we were too far gone just to go and turn back around. We hit Duval Street as the sun came up, and we added up our money, we only had 57 bucks. We were living our lives, day to day, never thinking that a time met would have to change. That's the beauty of youth, ignorance is bliss. All you care about is what your schedule gonna miss. Don't have to worry about the rules that you break when you're living your life, day to day. Breakfast was a bottle and we started to roam. Hog's breath, Captain Tony's, and a sloppy Joe's. It was 2 for 1, happy hour all day long. One of us would hit on a girl out of his league, too good for you, sorority queen, while the others peed their pants, laughing and looking on. It's kind of a blur with stories I can't tell. Passed out in a car behind a cheap motel. We were living our lives day to day, never thinking that a time met would have to change. That's the beauty of youth. Ignorance is bliss. All you care about is what you're scared y'all gonna miss. Don't have to worry about the rules that you break when you're living your life day to day. Well, those days are over. Stephen Garrett, got hitched. Johnny probably laying around saying, ain't life a bitch. We still get together once in a while. None of us will ever forget those times. We were living our lives day to day, never thinking that a time met would have to change. That's the beauty of youth. Ignorance is bliss. All you care about is what you're scared y'all gonna miss. Don't have to worry about the rules that you break when you're living your life day to day. When you're living your life day to day. Thank you.
I like it. I like it.
I need a glass of water. Hopefully they'll give me one. I told them to bring one back. Sorry about that.
Now, David, where are you from originally?
Well, I didn't move as much as Erica, but we bounced around. I was actually born overseas in Geneva, Switzerland, and lived in Florida. But I'd say most of my formative years were in Maryland, not far from D.C., and, middle school, high school. Grew up there and moved back to Florida. I've probably lived in Florida now about off and on 10 years, Miami way, and now we're living in Virginia, Northern Virginia. I was in West Virginia for a long time, and excited Doak Turner. You guys know Doak.
Yeah.
He's a West Virginia guy, so I sort of feel bad that I left West Virginia now because I can't commiserate with him. But
hey, David, who is a big country, brother, but who influenced you with your songwriting stuff? Just you don't have to name everybody, but just throw a few out if you don't mind.
I was fortunate enough, like you guys, I guess, to some degree. We grew up at a time when a lot of the DJs had a lot of choice on what they put on the radio. And between my mother and father, I got everything from the Temptations to Frankie Valli to Glenn Campbell. My mother listened to more of the country stuff. My dad more of the rock and the blues and the jazz, even Wes Montgomery, Louis Armstrong. And of course all the greats like Johnny Cash and Waylon Jennings, all those guys. So just fortunate, I think, in those days you could keep the same station tuned in,
right?
And you could get. Every DJ was just introducing you to something else.
Exactly. It shows in your music, sir. It shows in your music.
I appreciate it.
It's a real good song there. Matter of fact, I like them up-tempo tunes.
Yeah. Now, I see you've been awful busy the last couple of days here.
Yeah, well, when you don't live in Nashville, I know people love Nashville and they appreciate being here, and you hear that all the time. But I think it goes double for those of us that have to travel. So whenever I come down here, I really pack my schedule up, and so I've been.
Well, I'm glad you went to the bottom of the barrel and found and went ahead and booked this while you was looking.
I was excited to come here, man.
Yeah, well,
he was glutton for punishment. He's excited.
Wait.
I didn't realize it was the bottom of the barrel until I walked in. I love it good.
Hey, you have to remember, he was on with me and Randy on the Nashville Night Show. And at least this time he's coming during the summer. He's not playing hooky, teaching
right,
us. You got to remember, he's a teacher. The last time he came on, he kind of told his staff there, he had to take a day off. And, what was it? I think he might have been sick or something. But
sick of working.
But no, that was a good time. But he's here this summer. That's a plus. So you're more relaxed. You got any of your students maybe listening tonight again?
I don't know. I got some of them. I got former students that are helping me out, actually. A couple of them they said, you need to get your social media stuff going,
We need to get Jason to give the number again.
That's what I was getting ready to do. We'll throw that number back out there. This way your students can call you. 845-584-1067. Again, that's 845-584-1067. Thank you.
Very good.
I try.
How about another song, brother?
Sure, man.
Whatever your heart desires, my friend.
You know, he's got a whole bunch of songs you think about, and then you come in and you're kind of figuring out what to play. I have to do something a little easier on the voice because that last one. So I'll get my crew that went out to get me some refreshment there. So this one's I was at the Hotel Preston and playing one of Matt Snare's right-arounds and hanging out with a buddy of mine, John Carroll, and he gets a mention in the song. We were getting ready to play, and there was a right-around before us, and we were noticing that nobody was really paying attention to the right-around. There was a young couple that was sitting close to the stage, and apparently they had a lot of affection for each other, and apparently they were really intent on sharing all that affection with the rest of us. So clearly they were under the influence, I think. And I know it's a family. I can say they're under the influence on a family show, right?
Yes, we was talking about ice cubes a few weeks ago, being shoved in particular places, you know, so
right.
You're welcome to say
I'm okay to say that. So
I forgot about that, the snow cone thing. Yeah.
Am I glad I missed that?
Yes, you're glad you missed that.
No, I tell you, so you'll know what it's about. We had Angie and the Deserters.
Yeah.
On a few weeks ago, and she was calling in from California, and she was we got to talking about Graham Parsons because she stays in the hotel quite a bit, or the motel where he passed away, and she was sitting there talking about, you know, he really did not die in room 8 like they say he did. He actually died in room 9, and where he was doing drugs and drinking and all partying, and said when they got him back in room 8. They was shoving ice cubes up his hind end, trying to get him revived.
Oh, I got you.
And when she said that, all of us about fell out of us. Well, yeah, there we go,
Things you didn't know. But
so we've been teasing Hillbilly Heartthrob over there about calling him Snow Cone ever since.
God. There's a nickname you don't want.
No, that's bad.
Nothing like when you hear Doug Supernaw mention the words dangling dingleberries.
Oh, no.
Yes.
He did?
He did.
We're going there again.
You got to be kidding me.
No.
Can I ask in what context?
Well, no, with Doug, you know, he's going to be we talked to him. He'll be calling in from Texas here in an upcoming show here probably later on this fall from his house. But I'm sure he'll give you the story about. Actually, it's a nickname that I picked. It's our alter ego. I call all 4 of us the Dangling Dingleberries.
That's your group when you play at the late night shows?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's the 2 a.m.
If we play bad, we're the Dangling Dingleberries. If we play real good,
so that's most of the time.
We're down south juking, you know.
Like you've got that one buddy, if you piss somebody off and they say, you know, who the heck do you think you are? Actually, I'm Andy Parton. Run away. If you got a problem with it, that's Andy Parton. You want me to spell it for you?
That's funny. That's funny. Years ago when I was in high school, I had a cousin who was big and bad. Everybody feared him in the little county I was in, county-wide. And one day this one kid that really hated me for some reason at a different school threatened me with him. He said, now if he says, I'm tired of this. He said, I'm just going to have this guy kick your butt. And I started laughing. I said, he's a wimp. You just tell him I'll meet him anytime, any place. And then I called my cousin. And I said, I just got threatened with you.
Nice. Did he even know the kid?
No, he didn't. So he said, you just let me know when it happens. And he said,
I bet that kid was scared of you after that. Man, that guy's fearless. He's crazy. There's tough and there's crazy. He's crazy. Anyway, so this was about this young couple there, my observation there. I was hanging at the Hotel Preston one night, talking with my friend John Carroll. We were waiting to play another right around. Hadn't been there but a short while. And suddenly in the corner down by the stage was a couple that was putting on quite a display. And get a room, 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 'cause we don't want to see the PDA. Well, clearly they've been drinking 'cause they didn't see or hear the music and the people around. Yeah, their eyes were closed and their lips were locked and their hands were moving up and down. A manager came over, he said, I got an idea. Before this goes too far, why don't you head upstairs and get a room, 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 'cause we don't want to see the PDA. And they finally pried themselves apart. Then they jumped up and ran out of there. And I'm guessing they didn't even pay their tab. But I'm hoping that they found somewhere. 'Cause when you mix alcohol and new love, there's only one thing that you can think of. I think we know what that is. And get a room, 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 'cause we don't want to see the PDA. And I'm going to get out of here now. Go find a dark corner or a big van or something, man. Whatever it is, you know. We just don't want to see it. It's making us all a little uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying?
That's great.
Thank you.
There's a new favorite song right there.
We need a copy of that.
Yeah, that's right.
I need to record it.
Now, do you have anything recorded currently, David?
Well, I do have some things recorded, and actually, earlier I was just checking to see what I had kept up on TuneCore, and I think I let a lot of stuff expire. I'm sort of the backwards guy. I've been working on getting to know everybody and playing and writing, and I'm just really starting to get into it. But I think there's still one up on there. It's called "Thank God You're Gone."
I like the title. Oh, I like the title.
I don't know that that's a family-friendly show song. But
We might have to play it anyhow.
Hey, I need you to do me a favor.
Yeah.
Before you leave this show, I want you to play that song.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, and we'll have to do that because I know the doctor's going to love it too.
So will James Bell. They'll both love it.
hopefully the FCC will be all right.
Oh, we allowed to do anything we want to. So.
All right, internet radio, you gotta love it.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I will definitely do that song. I've also been working. Actually, I went to put one up the other day that I've been working on that we've been trying to get out in a lot of places. This one I think has some. I think it's got some potential, and I put it up there, and apparently TuneCore told me I couldn't because I didn't know this. I've done it on the other ones without thinking about it. And I got some others I'm going to put up. I'll repost a lot of them. I'm just getting back into all that this summer. But you have to have the artist name and the title of the song on the artwork for the single.
Right.
And I just had the artwork on it with the title underneath it, for the song. So they just sent and said, no, you need to fix that artwork. So actually the guy that does my artwork, I hope he's listening. He's actually a former student, a young man named Noah Wade. And Noah said he's going to get back to me. So if you're listening to this, Noah, you need to get me that artwork so I can go ahead and post it up there again. And that's called Jimmy Buffett Didn't Write This Song.
Oh, I like it.
I want to
like
hear
that.
that too. That's a good.
Yeah, all right, so yeah.
Man, you good.
So I'm working on getting this stuff up there. I'm not the business savvy guy, right? So that's a lot of the artists, and that's a big curve too when I come down here.
You're a true singer, songwriter, and troubadour.
No, I appreciate
the
it.
songs and the titles, and if they ain't half as good as the titles you got, son, we're gonna be all right.
Well, I hope so. I mean, everybody hopes so, right?
I mean, you're doing great. You're doing
Thanks,
great.
man.
We're enjoying it.
So so those all should be getting up there within the next week. So,
Good. Good.
Well, why don't you go ahead and spit one out, and then we'll talk a
do
little
the
more.
Jimmy
No.
Buffett because I
Jimmy
want
Buffett
to.
one?
Yeah, because we want to save the last one for Mark.
Oh, okay.
And I want you to dedicate it to Mark.
All right.
While
I don't
he's
know what
out
happened
there,
to my-
see, we can pull a prank on him.
I don't know what happened to my crew here too. they hadn't eaten all day, and I said, well, we'll go get something to eat because I'll be on later, and please bring me back something to drink because I haven't had anything to drink in about, since 4 o'clock. So, yeah. So I don't know where they went. They must have disappeared on me. But what's that? Which one is it? Oh, that's nice. I'll just take a sip of it. Oh, this is what's that?
No, we'll do the other one first. Yeah, just because James is here to listen for this one.
Yeah, we want
All right.
All right.
they're out there yakking and stuff.
I'm kind of bummed, so my buddy's not here. He's been my friend since 6th grade, so you know how that is, right? When the better friend you are, the less they really give a crap about offending you. You know what I'm saying?
You need to tell him this was a prestigious thing. You're with us on the Midnight Madness show here at WFMC Jams. I mean, this is a big thing, You need to tell him.
I said to him, what do you think we were going to have, like a 50-story glass building when we walked in or something? This is it. This is how internet radio. I mean, but this is what the artists need, man.
Yeah, and since we finally got our cohort, the DJ Doctor, back in, we want you to do that song just for him, if you would.
All right.
So this is, it's a love song, I guess, from a different angle here. It's a semi-autobiographical. We've all been there, and everybody has stories, and when you're sharing them, and I did have a woman one time threaten to firebomb my house.
I like it already.
I will say I was not guilty. She followed through with you. Oh boy, yeah. Oh, well, I told her to leave, and she threatened to firebomb the house. I have a theory about Miami, and I love Miami, so I'm not offending anybody, I hope. But my theory is that if you're a little nuts, you're trying to run away, and then you get to Miami and you realize there's a bunch of water. I can't really go anymore, so I'll settle right here, I guess. And then, plus I worked in the late-night bars down there. Anyway, so this is called Thank God You're Gone. Woke up this morning, realized you were gone. And I said to myself, thank God you itch. I never want to see you again. Thank God you're gone. Going out with my friends. I'm gonna stay out and party all night long. Dance with some girls and sing my song. Thank God you're gone. I never want to see you again. You used to stay out all night and you never even called. If I so much as breathed a word, you'd accuse me of being unfaithful. I see you out there with some guy, shaking it like you do. If I so much as blinked wrong, you'd accuse me of not trusting you. So thank God you're gone. I never want to see you again. Thank God you left. I'm going out with my friends. I'm gonna stay out and party all night long. Dance with some girls and sing my song. Thank God you're gone. I never want to see you again. All right, you ready? This is the, hope this don't offend nobody here. I had a hunch you were messing around and I saw you sneaking out. Followed you to a rich old man and I caught you with your legs spread out. Now I'm gonna leave my dishes in the sink, my underwear on the floor. You can go ahead and kiss my ass, you two-bit no good. Whoa! Thank God you're gone. I never want to see you again. Thank God you left. I'm going out with my friends. I'm gonna stay out and party all night long. Dance with some girls and sing my song. Thank God you're gone. I never want to see you again. Thank God you're gone. I never want to see you again.
Well, yeah, we just adopted a new theme song for this show. I tell you, you'll have to get with Heartthrob over here because he writes stuff like that.
Is that your kind of stuff too?
Oh yeah.
That's right.
I'm always looking for somebody to write with.
I believe Dr. DJ found him a new theme song.
It's gonna be the. Oh, that was.
That's low.
I wonder if the people on the radio heard what she said.
It's all love in this family.
You have to put a CD out because we got to get that song somehow. Would you?
All right. Well, I think that might be on TuneCore and iTunes and all that. I think it's just Dave Menenberg and Thank God You're Gone. So it might still be out there. That looked like the one that I didn't let expire. If I was right.
Well, we'll darn sure look it up and get it because, boy, I tell you what, that's an awesome tune.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that would be cool, man. I like it. As a matter of fact, I play at home with a guy, and I like to mention his name. His name is Tom Briner, and most of the gigs we do are duo gigs. We have a whole band too, but where I live, there's a lot of work, and but there are definitely times when maybe I don't see it or something like that. The little kids or something are in there, and he'll say, "What do you want to do?" And I might say, "Hey, thank God you're gone," and he'll say, "No, you don't want to do that." At that point, a family and some young kids are there, and so we try not to do it. But
all right. Well, we're glad you did it for us.
Well, thanks, man. And if they get the song, you'll hear him ripping on the guitar. He's one of these.
I have never heard a more appropriate love song.
That's right. Well, sometimes they break up with you and you're depressed.
Yeah,
and other times you've been thinking for a long time how to end this, and then they do it for you, and you're like, "Whew, thank you."
I'm really looking forward to hearing Jimmy Buffett didn't write this. I believe that's what you said it was, right?
Yeah, I do have another song.
Oh man,
working on that too.
Because we're big parrot heads over here anyway.
Oh, are you?
All of us are. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, it's doing. I think it's getting some good traction, man.
Right.
Yeah, I just got to get it up on. Like you business guys here that know how to do everything.
We do?
Yeah, you guys.
Somebody done lied to you, didn't they?
I mean, you can't can't tell from the studio, but for the audience, if you look outside, it's nothing but Bentleys and Mercedes high-end stuff because everybody here is apparently
what are you
they're all
talking
business
about?
people and they know what the oh here it is. Thank you, man.
Nothing but class. Hey, and you got a dollar meal from McDonald's. That's good.
Yeah.
I've been dying of thirst, and you guys been just out there.
I was in that same position just about 2 hours ago. I have a used to be friend of mine. His name's Awesome Andy.
Oh, I thought you meant you're in the same position. Gary let you down.
Well, I believe maybe Gary and Andy's both related to each other. What do you think? Oh, I'm on my way. I'll pick up them Diet Dr. Pepper.
Well, Manchester
2
is
hours
large.
later, he comes in, and I'm saying...
Takes a while to get around this place.
Oh, man. So have you got any shows coming up anytime soon?
Well, you can check out. I'm just working on getting my name on the website, but it's actually Seventh Son of West Virginia, and we play pretty much every weekend. Back up north. Actually, I would like to promote something. See, I'm thinking like a businessman.
There you go. Now you're learning.
Yeah.
Been with us 15 minutes and already learned something.
These guys, right? They know stuff.
Boy, have you got him, Buffalo.
So why do you do these shows? Well, these guys, they know stuff. We're doing. I decided that instead of worrying always about writing for other people, just start doing more performing. Because it's out there and kind of get my name out there as a performer. And I've been doing it at home. And I work with the guys in Nashville, and you guys all know because you're here. The wonderful thing about Nashville is it makes you so much better.
Right.
But the difficulty is monetizing your gigging because there's so many guys are so good. There's not a lot of money. So I've been working with Mark Allen Barnett for a couple of years now, and he taught me early on: you come here to get good, you leave here to make some money.
Right.
And I've been fortunate to work with a couple other guys, John Carroll and Eric Haynes. And what I did was we got some time period where we're all available, and we have been we're putting on something called Songs and Stories from Nashville, and we're doing it up north, and we have a show on July 22nd is at the Salamander Resort in Middleburg, Virginia, and that'll be I think from 6 to 10. There's an opening band, and we're basically setting up like a right around like we do here. But we'll do it up there. Then on July 27th, we'll be doing it at the Bright Box Theater in Winchester, Virginia. And then on July 29th, we'll be doing it at the Villain and Saint in Bethesda, Maryland. So we're putting that together, and if you're up there, come on out and see us, buy some tickets, and hopefully it'll develop into something that we can start. We had some other places real interested in us doing it, but we were limited when we could do it, and so they didn't have but they did say, hey, would you have some other dates? So I'm hoping we're going to build this up and start making it something where we can periodically, these guys can get some mini tours, come up here, and I'll get to play with them without having to drive 10 hours, come here.
Right.
So,
well, what are you going to lay on us this time?
I don't know. I played, this is, by the way, this is a guy I've known since I was maybe the 6th grade. My friend, that's right. Tracked me to Nashville to get money. How the hell did you know I was coming? Social media, you got to quit posting everything you're doing. And then next to him is his daughter, and next to her is my daughter. So they came down. This is the first time they've ever been to Nashville. So.
Oh, wow. Welcome to Nashville, girls.
Where would you tell me to take them? They've done a couple write-arounds. We're playing, I'll be at Bobby's Idle Hour tomorrow with Sam Cooper.
Commodore.
We did that on Monday.
Douglas Corner Cafe.
Get Douglas Corner.
On 8th Avenue.
All right. And,
So you can just about throw a dart and pick a place, you know.
Right.
So
well, we tried to go in the Winners last night for the Whiskey Jam. They didn't let us in because they were too young. But we went across the street to the Blue Bar, and they were real nice to us, and we got to hear some good live stuff there.
yeah, we Jason here does a lot of the things, and me and him do a lot of songwriting rounds, and down in Jim Oliver's Smokehouse, which is Monteagle, real well-known, great place for songwriters, and maybe one time when you guys get down here next time, he can get us all together, because I know me and him would love to do a songwriting round with you.
Oh, that'd be cool, man.
You know?
And that's my goal every time I come here. I tell people.
It only costs you $20 a piece to play for us.
Gary will pay you. I'll pay him back.
And I swear, I'll tell you, David, I'm not joking you. The man, the way he writes and the way you write, you guys got to get together and do something.
Let's do it.
You know, it's just,
I was
you
telling
have
him the
to.
story. He has a Ford Galaxy.
Yeah.
It's actually not mine. It was a friend of mine, but it's on the album cover.
Oh, okay. I did.
I wish it was mine.
I did the song, the four of us heading down in that old Galaxy, that old convertible, man. Yeah. I did not reveal everything that happened down there. Some things.
Well, we're looking for the meat, man. Why not?
Yeah. If I'm going to get serious a little bit one time, man, I can do some of that too. Not a whole lot of advantages to getting older. Had a meeting today with a guy named Bruce Birch. You know Bruce? And we were just talking. There's just not a... But one of the few advantages of getting older is you get a little more patient, and you learn to listen to people, and you learn to not judge so quickly. So you kind of figure... And then after you get to know them a lot of times, you find out this person that maybe a few years ago you would have sort of waved off or something like that. You figure, wow, this is somebody I can learn a lot from. This is somebody I really respect. So that's what this song's about here. Let me try that again. I've got a friend whose story you ought to know. Tragedy and trying, enough for a Broadway show. Mama left her on the day that she was born. Aunt and uncle took her in and they gave her a home. And she walks with her head held high. And she still has her pride. By the time she was 6, they had gone their separate ways. Grew up and got married young with a baby soon on the way. Too much anger and tears, and she had to move on. Finally met a good man, but in time he passed on. And she walks with her head held high, and she still has her pride. Sometimes you wonder how people make it. If you meet her, you might have no idea of the times that she should have and could have given up. But she stands tall, never giving in to her fears. Returned to school and decided to give back. Teaches kids not to quit now, and she ain't looking back. Another man in her life now, strong hands but a gentle soul. She'll tell you she's as sane as she can be, knowing what you know. And she still has her pride, and she still has her pride. Thank you.
Turn your microphone on.
Yeah, thank you. David, I was just telling Jerry, you know, while I was listening to that song, I could hear echoes of Johnny Cash, kind of, you know, sounding in that song itself. And speaking of Johnny Cash, this coming Thursday, I want to plug this while I have a chance.
Right.
We're going to be having Joanne Cash Yates here at the Family Music Center, the Family Music School.
Wow.
She'll
Yeah,
be
you
here.
said you heard that earlier.
This Thursday from 5 to 8. You can come down and meet and greet with Joanne. A lovely person, really nice. So I just want to encourage those listeners in the area right down here in the big city of Manchester, Tennessee, the metropolis, here at Sprout Towers. Just come on down.
Sprout Towers.
Come on down and visit with us. We're going to have a great time here. But that song, though, I could actually hear, you know, those undertones. You know, that was really well written, and I looked at Jerry. You know, you can almost hear the extra instrumentals along with that. That's a really open song that really just
Some space in it.
Yeah, a lot of space. But you know, that's what I like about songwriting is sometimes the words can be so simple, but yet you leave so much open, and still the meaning is still carried on. And during that process, you can hear the extra instrumentals, the ones that really bring out the song even more richer. And I think that song right there is sort of details who you are as a writer right now and where you're at.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to be recording that on Friday at David Taylor's studio. It's called the Facility at Nashville. And we were just actually talking, and he's got a bunch of that's one thing I'm learning. You do some recording and come down here. You guys are just phenomenal musicians down here, and these guys can knock out songs. I mean, it's unbelievable how well they, and not just that, but pick up the feel of the song. So he's got guys coming in, and Friday we'll record that. And he said, you know, hopefully Monday or Tuesday he'll be able to send it to me, and that's one of the great things now. I can hopefully have it up online by next week on TuneCore or something.
That's
like that,
great.
You know.
You know, that's one thing I learned being from Michigan. The grade of musician between there and here is so much different than, you know, like when I put my album together, we had my album done in 2 days. We did 5 songs one day, 6 songs the next. The musicians started at 9, they were done by noon. Then it was just do the vocals and, you know, mix and master and call it good.
It is amazing. What part of Michigan are you from?
I'm from Hillsdale, right on the border of Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio.
All right. My wife is a Battle Creek. And
Oh, yeah.
Marshall
Oh, yeah,
people.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Matter of fact, I will be playing at the Dark Horse Brewery on Thursday. I think that's Thursday, August 3rd or 4th, maybe.
Now, I was just up in Marshall last week because I was up at the Firekeepers Casino. My mom.
Yeah. My mother-in-law loves that place. man.
My parents love it too.
Yeah.
See, Big Country had something there. He automatically knew that you guys had something in common.
We got the connection.
There's a connection.
Now, you going to start a service with this, or is this free?
Well, no.
I know I got to pay him to work with him, but
No, actually, brother, I was taught a long time ago to always pass it on. You know,
They're trying to pass me on, is what it is.
Well, that's not true because I was humbled a few weeks ago because Jason asked, Hillbilly Heartthrob, but I call him Jason. That's my brother, but he asked me to produce his next album. I'm going to be glad to do that, you know. Because, but you guys, man, I can see you guys writing some hit tunes together.
that'd be a lot of fun. I'm going to drop your name when I go to a Dark Horse and see if people buy me beers or anything.
You might get lucky.
Yeah, if you use Hillbilly Heartthrob.
I got to use that or use your name.
Yeah, you or Jason Adams. They may throw beers at you.
If I use Jason, those are the ones that remember his cousin.
It depends. It depends if his ex-wife or his ex-girlfriend's a bartender there. So.
Oh.
I admit to nothing.
I tell you what, brother, you are a fantastic songwriter. So
Thanks,
would you
man.
lay another one on us?
I want to hear this
wanna
Jimmy
hear that
Buffett
Jimmy
one.
Buffett, yeah.
So this it's kind of an interesting backstory. I'm gonna can I back up a little bit? All right.
Go
So
right ahead.
I got to tell you,
There's a wall back there. You can't go too far back.
I had played for a long time up around where he did, and I didn't know what I wanted to do next. I was in Miami, down on the beach, and I was going to go snorkeling, and I needed some quarters, so I walked into this restaurant. And as I'm coming in, this guy's walking out with his head down. And I almost bumped into him, and he said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and he backed up, let me in. And I went back outside, and I said to the valet, "Is that guy who I think it is?" And he said, yeah, that's his car. And he points at this convertible Bentley. And it was Billy Joel. So I went and I waited about 45 minutes. He came back out again, and I said, "Would you mind if I chatted with you? I don't want to take up your time." He said, "No, go right ahead, man." So we chatted for a while, and he's teaching at Columbia. I think he still is, and that was cool because I'm a teacher. But I told him what I did, and he said, "You need to go to Nashville." And I said, "If Billy Joel tells you to go to Nashville, I figure a guy knows what he's talking about." So that's how I ended up here. And then I met my first night here. I didn't know anybody. I just drove down. I looked online, talked to Debbie Champion because I found her. Everybody said hers was one of the best write-arounds, and it had all these great write-ups and everything. But you don't get in. You got to sit and wait, So I figured I'll go there the night before and introduce myself to her. And she found I was West Virginia, and she said, "Oh," and right at that moment, like 2 minutes before that, Doak Turner had walked in. "Got to introduce you to Doak Turner. He's from West Virginia." And Doak Turner says, "You're from West Virginia. You're going to hang out with me tonight." And then he also said, "And you need to stay at my house. Don't stay at that Red Roof." No offense to Red Roof people out there, but and he took me over to the Sutler. It was the last night of Tin Pan South, which I'd never heard of. I didn't know anything. And he introduced me to Mark Allen Barnett, and just all of a sudden, in a short time, I knew some guys, and thankfully they were all real kind to me, and I'm forever thankful for them. And I did meet Steve Cropper that night too, which was really cool, man. Cool. And he was just nice as could be too. We chatted, and they were all playing, and then Steve jumped. Can I call him Steve? Mr. Cropper? I don't know. He jumped up on stage, and so I started coming down here and working. And I had always been a Jimmy Buffett fan. And my dad says to me one day, "Hey, I got a friend down. He writes in Nashville. He's between Florida and Nashville, and his name's Reed Brannon. You should call him." This was after I'd been down there a few times. So about a couple years before that, I was playing this other song about a whole day off. And a drunk buddy of mine was in the audience, and he started yelling, "Jimmy Buffett wishes he'd written that song." And I thought, well, I don't think Jimmy Buffett really gives he doesn't care songs I've written. I sure like his songs. So I was down here, and Reed said, we had never met, and we got chatting, and we were scheduled to write. He had a room over there on Music Row, and he said, "What do you got in your mind?" I said, "Man, I've had this idea for about a year and a half, but I've never sat down and worked on it. And he said, well, let me hear, what you got. So we really hammered it out. And you guys know 4 hours are usually fried. But we took a break after about 4, then we went back. And so we probably did 8 or 9 hours that day. And we've done it back and forth and back and forth. And this is a song. And there's a line in here about Tobacco Road in Miami, and I used to work there. And he actually did come in. My wife and I got engaged, and we were a couple of guys. There was a table, and it was the only one available, and it said reserved for his people. So I said to Ron Jubla, who's a tremendous saxophone player, he's out in L.A. now, but I said, who are his people? He said, oh, that's Buffett, because they've been working on his play, Don't Stop the Carnival. He did the Herman Wouk play. He said, but he said he's going to come in before, and he's never showed. Go ahead and sit down. So we sat down. Sure enough, he came in. And we said, oh, sorry, we took your seats, but, Ron said it was okay. He said, nah, we don't have many people, just hang out with us. So we said, okay. Sat down and hung out, and, seemed as nice as it could be, man. Chatted with him. And anyway, that's where this song came from. A little warm weather song. We've been having enough of that, huh? Heading down a 818, mile marker 48. Turn left past a trailer park, second story tiki bar right beside the bay. Bartender brings me a drink, a wicked brew that she just made. An oceanfront view from this bar stool, already wasting away. And Jimmy Buffett didn't write this song, the kind that makes you wanna quit your job. So fill another straw with alcohol. Somewhere it's always 5 o'clock. And there's a pretty smile with long tan legs, stealing glances giving me away. I think I feel a hit coming on, and Jimmy Buffett didn't write this song. Sun sliding down the sky, spring breakers getting high. A local legend shows up, he high fives and fist bumps, selfies with somebody's wife. And Jimmy Buffett didn't write this song, the kind that makes you wanna quit your job. Fill another straw with alcohol. Somewhere it's always 5 o'clock. And there's a pretty smile with long tan legs, stealing glances giving me away. I think I feel a hit coming on, and Jimmy Buffett didn't write this song. And I met him in Miami at Tobacco Road. Sure, want to give him some credit. But the booze and the ladies inspire me to write. And if the flip-flop fits, I'm gonna wear it. 'Cause Jimmy Buffett didn't write this song, the kind that makes you wanna sing along. So fill another straw with alcohol. Somewhere it's always 5 o'clock. And there's a pretty smile with long tan legs, skinny dipping out there in the waves. I think I feel a swim coming on. Jimmy Buffett didn't write this song. I think I feel a hit coming on. Jimmy Buffett didn't write this song.
I like it. I like it.
But David Mittenberg did write that song.
Yeah. And read Brandon.
All right, we're getting close to the end here, but I do want to thank you.
You mean the end of the show?
Right.
A lot of people have been talking about the end of the world. I don't want to do it.
Yes, the end of the show.
No, that's good.
Well,
David, we do appreciate you coming in all the way from Virginia to hang out with us.
We may be getting close to the end of the world. We don't know.
That's true.
Yeah,
Might as well have fun.
It's probably best we don't know.
Hey, I tell you what, though, we might as well have fun while it lasts.
Exactly.
Thank you for coming in.
Oh, thank you guys, man.
Love,
It was a blast. I'm
love
glad
the
you know.
music.
We got one more song from you here in a minute before we close out. But don't forget to tune in next week. We have a great guest, Doug Tolston, and some other guy. I forgot who he is.
Yeah, I don't know who he is. I think it's going to be Andy Parton. Oh, no. It's supposed to be me.
That's right.
But I'm bringing a young singer-songwriter in that we all met up in Crossville. I'm going to bring him in with me, Cobra Carter.
Unless-
and I did a show here a couple
Unless
weeks ago. and that
unless he
was-
finds somebody that's dying to meet him.
Yeah, unless because he's an undertaker by trade.
No, I get it,
But that was only his second show in public he ever did. And the young man, anyway, he's one of the few people I get to look eye to eye with, but he's a great singer and songwriter, so listen in.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to kind of, that's what I say, we like to push the songwriters and we like to pass it on, man. We don't, there's no ego here.
I tell you, everybody
You know?
since I've been coming down on the writer's side, I haven't met anybody that hasn't been really nice.
We'd love to keep in touch with you when you get back up there, West Virginia, and all them cliff apes. I mean, I don't want to offend nobody. That's what we call them. But, just teasing. Are you all from West Virginia? Hey, the toothbrush was made in Kentucky because it had to be, because girls up there only got one tooth. If it had been invented anywhere else, it would have been a teeth brush. But anyway, I want to thank you, but keep in touch with us, man, because we'd love to have you back down here again. And like I said, I still believe you two need to write a
Well,
tune
the week's
or two.
not over with yet.
That's right. I'm here till
You may never write again when you're done.
And I just want to say one last thing too. Up near close to where you're at, Bristol, Virginia, Bristol, Tennessee.
Yeah.
In Elizabethton, which is only about 20 minutes from Bristol, Virginia, there's a place called Jiggy Ray's Pizzeria, and down there they have live shows, and it's the only place for entertainment in the whole town. Matter of fact, Mick Cott and Christopher Long, who has been our guest, and which will probably come up a little bit later down the road.
Well, I've actually got Chris Long at the end of the month.
At the end of the month, those guys up there have been playing shows there, and it's a great place. They have live entertainment 4 nights out of 7
in a small town.
in that town, and they all go there, and they serve great food, really good food. So I just wanted to pass that along to you because I know it's up in your neck of the woods there, so you might
we
want to
passed
check that
right
out.
through there.
Yes,
on the way
yeah,
home.
definitely. And but I've enjoyed this again, man. It's great. You're just the same. Your writing's just as good. I mean, it gets better each time,
Nice,
And it's just been great, hanging out with you here. Me and Big Country and the Hillbilly Heartthrob and the DJ Doctor over there.
Because
it's
I'm
been
the
great.
throbbiness.
And plus, want everybody just to continue listening to WFMC Jams and the National Songwriters Radio Network, along with Chris Cataldo up there in New York City at heatfmradio.com. And also make sure get a chance, come out to the Family Music School this Thursday once again. We're going to have Joanne Cash Yates here from 5 to 8. It's going to come out for that meet and greet. Also jump down to Papa Top in Shelbyville and catch Jukin' Down South with Big Country.
Close. You're backwards.
Down South Jukin'. See, that's how it goes there. And definitely jump down there and check this band out. I'm sure you're going to be wowed by the vocals and the musicians.
And the good looks all on stage at one time.
It looks like 5 Elvises on stage at once. Yeah. In the younger days.
Yeah.
With baseball hats on.
It's hard to believe all that section can sit in one spot at one time.
Ma'am, take us out with another song.
Yeah.
All right.
God bless you, man, and thank you for being here.
Hey, thank you guys. I really do appreciate it, and I'm glad I've met you guys. I keep in touch with Andy. I follow you guys on Facebook, and now I'm on with you, so I'll definitely be in touch.
You'll be calling me names later, I'm sure. Just like the rest of you.
Now, when I did Randy's show, it's okay to mention another radio show now that it's defunct, I guess. He said that you have a pretty good following in Japan.
Yes.
All right. Well, if you don't
Are you
mind,
going to sing in Japanese now?
No.
You cannot say the word Godzilla.
You can't say Godzilla. Oh, no, they just shut us off.
Oh, I've been looking at me. You assumed I knew Japanese. But no, actually, I wrote this song, and I performed it on the last show. But the reason I say that is this was written about it's called My Second Mom, and it's written about a friend of mine's mom who was very, very, very kind to me growing up. And her parents were both from Japan, and her husband. They're all 4 of them. So my buddy he's born in America. He eats McDonald's every day. But He didn't used to eat his mom's good cooking. We'd all go to her house to get great food, and he'd come in with a McDonald's bag. She'd be making his homemade stuff for us, all kinds of great things, but sesame chicken and all kinds of cool things. But full-blooded Japanese, and there's a video, and I did co-write this with Mark Allen Barnett. She got very sick, and I wanted to do something nice for her, and I was struggling with the song. I had all these things, and I was working with Mark Allen, and after about I don't know how many hours. He's like, well, what else can you tell me? Because we were kind of stuck. I said, what do you want me to tell you, man? She's my second mom. I don't know what to say. As soon as I said that, I saw his eyes light up, and then I realized, and that's where the song comes from. So this is for her, and you can see pictures of her on the video if you want to see what she looked like. She was a beautiful lady. Lived around the corner from where I live, mother of my best friend, and over there was my teenage oasis. She always kept that side door unlocked, and I would come by, no need to knock, and live without judgment on a daily basis. The sweetest little woman helped me sort out my life over homemade chicken under the kitchen light, and those were my best times. After all these years, still the ties that bind. You see, family's not always blood, and she called me her other son. And I tell everyone she's my second mom. A lot of living has passed since then, and we'd still talk and we'd reminisce, and pretty soon, like so many years ago. And I'd tell her about being a dad, and she'd just smile, and I know she's glad. Her love passed on to help fill another home. She has to reach up now to kiss me on the cheek, and I always let her know what you meant to me, because those were my best times. After all these years, still the ties that bind. See, family is not always blood, and she called me her other son, and I tell everyone she's my second mom. Yes, I tell everyone she's my second mom. Thank you very much.
Well,
that's a deep subject.
It is kind of, isn't it? Well, it was nice to have you on with us tonight. We appreciate you putting up with us.
Oh no, this was a lot of fun, man.
Yeah,
we're rounding third and head to home now, aren't we?
Yes, we are. It's getting close to closing time. Is there a song about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the girls all get prettier at closing time.
I was thinking there was a song by Semisonic or something like that, too. Or Green Day does one.
Man,
Closing time.
Jason, what's up next week?
We got Doug Tolston next week.
Okay.
And Big Country.
Yeah, I'm getting put in the hot seat. And Ober Carter.
Yep, we're going to bring in.
We're going to bring in Ober Carter too.
In case the show dies next week, we have a qualified Undertaker.
He's giving everybody a 25% discount if they die next week on us.
I think that's how we need to market him, as the singing Undertaker.
Wouldn't that be something? Well, he's got a captive audience once he gets them in there.
I hear you.
You can really pack them in, I heard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
his career is going to take off.
Hey, I tell you what, there you got to listen to us, David, because we're going to give him one hell of a time.
Yeah, and he's young to this, so he don't know how to take this.
How old is he?
So
he's
old enough, but he's young to the business.
He only the
Not a
second
kid.
show in public with me a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
And it had to be with you.
And it had to be of me. And he's like, ever since then, I mean, he's a great guy, but he's probably in his early 40s. But
Oh,
he's
yeah, we're
just,
gonna bust his
he's-
chops.
we're going to bust his
Starting in
chops.
the gauntlet, isn't he?
Yeah, we're going to start him right.
Yeah,
we're going to start
If he
him
makes
right.
it through our show, he can go anywhere. He'll
And-
go anywhere. So that's the way we look at it.
And keep us, like I said, keep us in mind, because I believe down the road we're going to end up having recording studios and things here as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
Got to get a roof leak fixed first.
Yeah, and then we'll have Ober come in here and he'll take care of some leaks.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I'm afraid about his kind, though.
It has been a great time with you. You're a great, outstanding songwriter, and I don't say that lightly. I mean that seriously.
All right, man.
And before you take off, we got to get pictures with you.
Oh, sweet.
We always get the last one on the hot seat to get pictures. Now, I'm the only exception, because it takes a wide-angle lens to get me, but we'll get Ober next week.
Well, excellent. Well, we appreciate you coming out and hanging with us. We're going to tell everybody that's online, make sure you jump on our Facebook page. A couple of things to look for, the 2017 Artist of the Year for WFMC Jams. Jump on there, look for the voting poll, type in the artist that you would like to win, and you can go ahead and type their name, one name per comment. Just hit the comment box as many times as you want. What we want is familiarity. We want people to see these people's names. You know, Erica Bryan, that was on the show a little earlier, she's on there. If you want to go on there and vote 10 times for Erica Bryan, please do so. But share that with your family and friends, too.
The album, the vinyl show?
Yep, and then also on July the 23rd, Sunday, we got the vinyl show coming up. We'll all be here. We're going to have some
a great
guests.
time, man.
A real cool interview. We're going to be using Big Country with all his Southern rock experience with him hanging with all the boys. But he's got some contacts down in the Jacksonville way and some of that area that we may have some really cool unannounced special guests calling in.
Yes, yeah, we
family
hope so.
members.
And Saturday night, folks, come on out and see the Dangling Dingleberries. I mean down south Jukin. We're going to be at Papa Top live.
I don't know what I did, but I'm dead in the water over here. But I want to plug another show real quick.
Go right ahead.
Tuesday, our August 1st show on Tuesday will be Bill Haley's Comets. Will be our guest. Phone interview with them, and the second guest will be Kashina Sampson from Nashville. I'm looking forward to that show. It'll be, I believe, we will be talking mainly to Joey, who was one of the drummers. He was the youngest drummer that Bill Haley had ever hired. We're going to play some Comets music and hear some great stories. I'm looking forward to that show.
Awesome. And again, thank you, David, and we'll look forward to seeing you down the road again, too.
Yes,
Yep.
definitely.
David, thank you. And again, we want to thank Chris from HeatFMRadio.com out there in New York. Thank you for that. Stay tuned. We're also got stuff coming up weekly from the Palace, from Crossville. So go to our Facebook page. You're going to see all the artists and all the contests and all the shows coming up. There's just a lot coming up with all the live shows between the Palace and us live out there. It's becoming an entertainment little neck of the woods on Facebook. So check us out, like the page, share the page. We love that. And we'll see you coming up real soon, at least Saturday night. It'll go live. It's about 9 o'clock Central Time, and we'll play until 1 o'clock in the morning. So you'll hear Down South Jukin with Big Country, Jason and myself, and a couple other members of the band. So we'll have a good time. So from there, we'll see you Saturday night. Take care.